Okay. Oh, I accidentally opened something. I don't care about Ronaldinho's son. Yeah, I don't know how to go do it. Anyways, so I'm making this video because the second to the most recent Hamza video I watched, I'm pretty sure it was top 10 life lessons for teenagers. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's that one. Uh, his very first segment, his very first point of the video was you should try contemplating your purpose. You should sit and think, what is my mission? And I was thinking, I need to do that. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna do it. And I'm just gonna sit here for 1 hour. I'm just gonna talk to the camera, and I'm just gonna try and figure out what I want to do with my life. And then hopefully, if I can't be asked at the end of this video, I'm gonna have like a 1 hour like block where it's just gonna be a black screen, so you can do the exact same thing. Literally, you could just turn off your phone or something. But I feel like when a video ends, the video ends. You move on to the next thing. People are very what's it called, here and there. Okay, they watch one thing straight on to the next thing. They need to keep their mind engaged with content. So as soon as the video ends, even if that video told them to do something, as soon as the video ends, to their mind, that video is over. The lesson you learned from that video, if that video asks you to do something, you no longer have to do it because the video has ended. So because of that concept, I want to add like the 1 hour block for you to just, so then you're still watching the video, you're still in it, and you're doing what the video is asking you to do. So that's how I'm gonna create that block at the end. That like segment of just a 1 hour block. I'm gonna have a 1 hour. If you want, you could just replay it, or you could just search on YouTube like black screen, or you could just turn off your devices. Okay, if you watch the video, that's what your advice is. Just silence. Okay, no screens, no phones, no monitors, nothing. Just sitting and just thinking and just trying to figure out what your mission is in life, where you want to head towards, where you would be happy looking back at the age of like 85 and thinking, did I live a very successful life? Did I live a life that I'm proud of? And you would think, yes, I am. Because the majority of people, they live their life up till 60, 70, they retire and they think, yeah, man, I could have done a lot better. You should live a life where you lived life to such an extreme that when you hit 85 years old and you look back in your life, you think, damn, man, I should have chilled out a little bit. I did way too much. I was enjoying myself. But guess what? You will never think that. You will never think I did too much. Because once it's over, all you think about is the good things, all the good things that came. And you'd probably think about all the bad things, all the things that you missed out on. If you don't miss out on anything, and you try your best not to miss out on anything, you live life to such an extreme, you'll hit 85 years old and you'd be like, damn, I don't waste my time. I'm proud of my younger self. You need to create a future so that your future self can look back on your past, your current self, and be like, I'm glad he did this. I'm glad he became better. And that is the point of this like 1 hour block, for you to find your mission, find your purpose, and start heading towards it for your future self. Okay, because a lot of people, they wander mindlessly throughout life, and they'll get to a point where they think like, what have I been doing for the past 10 years? If I'm thinking right now, what have I done for the last 2 years? I don't know. Okay, I went to school, I studied, I would hang out with my friends, I would play games with them, and like that is nice. That like that I'm happy with my life, with what I did. But do I think that if I keep going it in the exact same way I'm living life now, will I be proud of it in like 60 years time? No. Okay, I think I could do something better that would make me so proud in like 60 years time. I've been chatting way too much. I don't know. Are we supposed to start this introspection thing? So let's get into it. I'm just gonna turn off my monitor. Obviously, I hope it'll still carry on recording. I'm gonna set a 1 hour timer, and then I will just think. I will just try and find my purpose. Despite me saying that I should pray though, I'm gonna pray, come back, and then I'm gonna do that. So, I'll be back in a second. And I'll start now. Okay. I'm going to say my thoughts out loud, because I would like to involve you guys in the process and kind of hopefully provide you some kind of framework for what to think about. But obviously, you don't need to do this. You don't need to follow along with me or watch this segment if you don't want to. But if you would, because you might find inspired by anything I say, and you might find that our goals align and our purpose aligns, then so be it. Then you can watch this. You might It might help you, and then I guess I might see you along my path within 20 years or something. In a year, I'll be like, oh, um, that was heading towards the same journey, same destination, not journey, on the same journey. Anyways, purpose. Let me think now. I've been thinking about this a lot recently. As in, like, I've been planning to make this video, but because I've been planning to make this video, I've been thinking of what I'm going to think about in this video. So I technically have already been thinking about my purpose. So, but now it's 1 hour just thinking about my purpose. Not I'm doing something, I'm waiting for something, I'm thinking about it. I'm just thinking about it. So I'm gonna sit a bit closer just so you can pick up my voice. My purpose. If I look at myself right now, it's a lot harder than it seems. What would I like to do? What do I care about? That should be the greatest start. I care about my friends. I care about my family. I care about taking care of my future family, future wife. I want to be able to provide for them. About what else do I want to do? I feel like I've had quite a fortunate life. And because I've had such a fortunate life, I have somewhat of a duty to help those with a less fortunate life. I've been given so many blessings, and as someone who's received so many blessings, it only makes sense that I go out of my way to help others so that they can have some blessings. So then, as a humanity, you can all be better, and I can hopefully die one day knowing that I made a difference. Despite being, some people argue that what's the point in making a difference because it'd be so insignificant on the mass scale of things, but people don't realize how much of a difference they can make. So even such a small thing, even such like this might be the worst example I've actually. I don't know if this could be a really bad example. I have two examples that have come to mind. I don't know whether or not I should. Okay, this is. I have two. Okay, I have two. One, I'm pretty sure Hitler was drowning at some point in his younger life, in his childhood, where a man saved him from drowning, and then he obviously grew up to become Hitler and kill millions of Jews. Should I talk to the camera or should I talk to the wall? Anyways, and so I'm not sure. I heard this somewhere. I'm not sure if it's true that he regretted saving him. So you would think, oh, this man just saved a child. Not a big deal. I mean, it's still somewhat of a big deal, but that's only one life. That one life. See, this is really bad because now you don't want to help people. Oh, this is a horrible example. But in a way, this is really bad. But in a way, that one life caused 6.6 billion Jews in a way to pass. See, this is a horrible example because now you're not gonna want to help people. But you know, you could help people who were like, you could have saved people from Hitler. You can see, yeah, it's a bad example, but I know helping people would be a lot better than not helping people, just because there's one out of probably very few scenarios, maybe many, but compared to the vast or compared to the proportion of people, like the good that's come from helping people, pretty sure that the one few scenarios like this one, it's not the same. It's not the same degree. So I think you should help people just because one person saved someone and that person became a very evil person. If you if I'm going at a big tangent, but I was like, if you were to help someone, more there's probably more chance. I'm not great at speaking. I'm practicing my speaking by making these videos. probably more timelines, more likely, more possibility that you will help someone that will go on do a good thing than to respond with a bad thing. So, anyways, get that. And then I'm pretty sure the creator of Family Guy, there's Seth MacFarlane. I'm not sure much about him. Apparently, he was supposed to go on a flight. And that flight led to like 9/11 happening. It was an inside job. Uh, and so if he was on that flight, if he was on that flight, then Family Guy wouldn't have came up along. And obviously, Family Guy isn't some big thing. It's just a television program, but like it's a very big television program, and like a lot of people watch it. And so like I'm pretty sure he would really really want to go on that flight, and he was really upset that he missed that flight. But then afterwards, he found out what happened. And so this is not to do with purpose whatsoever. Or what am I talking about? It doesn't matter. I'm gonna just continue because why not? I could do this 400 times and then eventually maybe I'll find my actual purpose. So we'll just continue. And then he didn't go on the flight, and then because he didn't go on the flight, called he decided that he should like be more grateful for his own life, and then he decided to make the Family Guy show. I'm not sure if this is true. These two things, I don't know where I learned them from. I don't know if they're from credible sources. But we move. What was my point of this? I don't know. See, this is difficult. I need to practice meditation and mindfulness. I don't go on these random tangents and actually come focus and go really deep into this one thing. So that's something that I need to do, especially on this channel. So I want to help people. I think if I look back on my life, the happiest I've been is when I've been able to make a large, positive, profound impact on someone's life for the better. And I think because of that, it has led to me having some decent social, like, some relationships that I am quite happy and they provide me happiness. Whereas if I didn't go out my way to help people in the past, I probably wouldn't be here. Saying that, there's also been times where I've gone out my way to help people and they've stabbed me in the back. But I could either have helped them. It's like the Hitler thing. Of all the people I've helped, if I knew that if I could go back and just not help people, just not do what I did, but that would mean costing like the people that I do appreciate and people that haven't stabbed me in the back and people I like provide me quite a lot of happiness by being friends with them, uh, just whatever relationship I have with them, being happy, the happiness I've gained from like creating those friendship and that bond with them people, it's so much stronger than if I was to go back and just have none of them, to not risk it, to not help anyone, and then just be completely alone. So, with that in mind, I want to help more people so I can establish a great community for myself and for others. Because if I help, let's just say 10 people, and help them in a specific thing, then those 10 people can also find some connection, something in common with the rest of them, and then we create a community. And then people don't have to be so alone. A lot of people are alone these days. People, I'm sure a lot of you're probably aware of that, but people are quite alone these days. So, you know, at least if I can do that, at least if I can help them become a bit better people, and then have more people to help and have more people to connect with and to enjoy the fruits of life with, that would be quite purposeful. Yeah, I think it would. Hmm. Yesterday I was watching an anime with my friend, and it's quite dark anime. I'm not gonna say the name or what happened in it. Actually, I would say some of what happened in it, but essentially, there are people. What I've realized from it is there are children in war-torn cities, countries like Syria, Palestine, Yemen. I don't know. Sorry if I've picked a place that isn't actually there's not a war going on. I'm pretty sure there is, but like I'm sorry if I didn't, because you hear countries thrown about what's happening in there, and like I don't keep up as much as I should, to be fair. But there are children there that are suffering quite a lot. They are losing their parents. They're becoming orphans. They are being used. They're being child trafficking. Got so many horrible, disgusting things that are happening to them. And right now, I look at myself right now. Can I help them? Maybe. Can I help them in a very large, impactful way? Probably not. Why? I'm just someone in a house, blessed. Alhamdulillah, I'm very happy and thankful that I'm here in a place where I don't have to be scared and anxious every day that I might lose my loved ones, or that I could die, or that I need to work really hard or commit crimes just so then I can financially support my family or provide for them in any way or just protect them. I'm very blessed, and I think as a human and as Muslim, as just not the as somewhat right now an average member of society, I should work towards becoming someone who can help them. I should become stronger, smarter, better, because that person is a lot more likely to make an impact on helping them than my current self. If I become very rich, I can help them. But even if I don't become very rich, I could become very rich and I could donate loads of money to charity, and then it would provide them a lot of food. I could also become rich helping them, which sounds like I'm using them, but I'm not. But you could technically say I don't know. I could create jobs for them. Create. I could start a business and be like, who do I want to hire? Hire people who hire like refugees, people who are asylum seekers, people who are struggling, and have them work for me, so then they can they can gain an income which is like somewhat relatively stable, and so then they can support themselves and their families. And then I could use that to get more money. And then I can put that money back into helping more people by giving them more jobs. And then now more and more people have jobs, more and more people can provide support for their families, and I get richer. And then I can put all that money again, and the cycle continues. It just continues and continues. And then I've suddenly made a profound impact on those individuals. Whether or not I go to a war torn country and set up a shop and start hiring loads of people, I don't know if that would be safe. I don't know if it'd be a good idea. I don't know anything. I haven't really thought about it much. I would probably have to do a lot of learning into how that would happen and if that would be a viable option. But I'm sure I could do something. I'm sure I could help them in some way. I could help them a lot better at the top. With the best version of myself can help them a lot more than this current version of myself. That's literally my mindset. So I need to become a better person, a better Muslim, a better brother, a better father, better. I'm not a father yet. but when I become a father, I need to be the best father, so then I can have more of a positive impact on the world and on them than if I was to just be some average member of society. And I'm saying that like it's a bad thing. So it's for some people it's fine, it's okay, but it's not fine with me. Okay, some people want to be very want some people want to be quite, how do I say it, philanthropical, or what's that word when you're very thingy giving? I forgot what it's called. Some people live that life. Some people just want to live day by day, support their family, and whether or not I believe that's okay is another video, another topic. But as of right now, I need a trim. Anyways, as of right now, what was I gonna say? I need to make a better. I forgot what I was gonna talk about. Oh yeah, I want to help people. Sorry, I kind of forgot where I was going with that. I've completely lost my train of thought. Anyways, by me making these YouTube videos, my purpose, what do I want to do? I want to help people. If I see, I could do that job thing that I said, create a community. I don't know. I mean, I could do that job thing where I could create like some kind of business or something where I can hire people that are less fortunate, so then they can work for me, and so then they can financially support themselves. But that's hard to do alone. So I need to become somewhat rich or become somewhat more successful. And if I make other people successful, hence this community I keep referring to again and again, if I create a community that makes businesses, and specifically, obviously, hopefully, that we should have the same ideals, the same morals, not morals, the same ideals, the same kind of thought process. We should all together agree, while discussing. We should be like, this is what we should do. This is how we should provide. See, I haven't really told this properly. There's probably loads of flaws in this plan. It doesn't matter. As of right now, that's seems quite like I would be proud of myself if that was to happen, and I want to be proud of myself. So yeah, if I create a community, if I if I keep making these YouTube videos, I feel like this YouTube channel will be the beginning of my purpose. If I create these YouTube videos and I help people, and I help loads and loads of people, I can help loads of people to become better individuals, to both like the people close to them, like their families, their friends, but then hopefully be the butterfly effect, and just people don't understand how much of an impact they make on the world. They think they're so insignificant, but if you were to really think, but if you really deep it down, if you really if you were to like, I don't know, I guess you could probably find online how much of an impact someone's life actually makes. It could create such a vast, large impact on the whole world. Because let's be honest, this might be a bit offensive, but actually it's not, because most people are average. Most people are very average. As soon as you have like 10, 5, 1 individual who wants to be a bit more than average, he can influence, he can overthrow governments possibly if you really wanted to, because he now has a mindset that the average person doesn't have. The average person won't be able to understand them, they won't be able to comprehend to their potential that this person perceives that they could have. If I believe right now, to some degree, obviously it's not possible, I mean it could be possible. If I believe right now I have the possibility to take over the government of a certain country, right now I'd be like, huh, obviously not. But there's probably one individual that right now in a similar scenario, in a similar living uh situation as me, just like living in I don't know, living in like a first world country. He's just chilling in his room, just watches YouTube videos all day, talks to his family, plays games with his friends. If he wanted to, if he unlocked a certain part of his brain and was just like, I could overthrow this government, he could probably do it. If he believed in himself enough and he tried hard enough, he could do it. Why not? People have a very limiting mindset. I feel like if I was to believe that I had such potential, then I could do so much. Just for the sole reason that I don't. I believe I have. If I believe I have limitless potential, then there are to some degree, not really just. It sounds dumb, but like to some degree, which to some limit, I have no limits. It sounds dumb, but to a limit which is a lot larger than it would normally be, I have no limits. As in right now, if I said I have no limits, I still have quite a few. But have, if I believe I'm strong, if I believe I could do so much, then I still have limits to a certain extent. But my limits are now pushed further. My limits are now a lot more. I need to. My brain is like. I still have limits, but they aren't. They are push. I don't know how to describe it, but those limits are now a lot less limitless. Let's just say right now I can't fly. Okay, I know I can't fly. And if I was to think I could grow wings, I'd be like, shit, I can't grow wings. Okay. If I suddenly started researching and started learning and thinking about a way that you could biologically engineer wings onto a human body so then they could fly with it. Now suddenly I'm heading towards a path where that limit of not being able to fly, it's still a limit, but it's not as limiting. It's I need the right words. I need someone to come here and just explain what I'm trying to say, but like in like a coherent way. But like it's still a limit for me as of right now, and it still might be very difficult and maybe impossible to achieve it currently. But I'm heading towards a path where like it's less likely to stop me. That limit is still there, but I could cross it. Whereas before, the limit before was my own mind. That's what I was finding. Okay, as of right now, if I say I can't do something, the first thing that is stopping me is my mind. If I cross over that bridge and believe I can do it, then now the limit is whether or not I can actually do that thing, which I could possibly do. But if I don't try to head towards that path, that journey to get to that bit whether or not I cross the limit or not, and I achieve the what I would first consider impossible, the first thing that's stopping me is my actual mind. The walls that have been created around my brain to stop me from, I don't know, embarrassing myself or what's it called, being different, being unique, which my brain is like, no, you want to fit in, you want to be the same as everyone else. You don't want to stand out because then you could be shamed for it, you could be made fun out of it. Made fun out of you. You could be made fun out of. Yeah, if I break those walls down and I believe, who cares what someone else thinks? Who cares what I'll do with my life, and who cares what purpose I have? And suddenly, so many various paths in my life open up, and I could take any of them, and I could go through it. I could go down any of these paths, and at the end of it, I could achieve something that someone would, which myself currently would be like impossible. It's only the I if I view it as impossible, it will be impossible. If I view as myself not able to do that thing, I won't be able to do it. But if I view myself as being able to do it, I still might not be able to do it. But I'm a lot more likely than the version of myself who said I won't be able to do it. See, this is very dumb. I don't know if this is about my purpose anymore. I'm just talking out loud. That's completely fine. Okay. I'm enjoying myself. I'm thinking. I'm talking to a camera. You don't might look at me and just think I'm retarded or like I'm a bit mental. It's fine. You know? You can believe whatever you want about me. I'm still making this video. I'm still gonna continue trying to be the best version of myself. I'm reading Vagabond. I kept saying Vagabond. People kept saying Vagabond, so I'm pretty sure it's Vagabond and not Vagabond. I'm reading Vagabond. And what the guy says, which is quite inspirational, a lot of people like this line, is I can't barely remember the line. It's like, if you look at a leaf, you'll miss the tree. Whereas if you look at the tree, you'll miss the whole forest. I don't know if this is clicking with you immediately, but essentially, if you look outside of your narrow mind, there's this one objective. Your mind is very objective. It's just like this thing. You look outside of it, you'll see there's so much more to this world. There's so much more to see. There's so much more that you can perceive if you were to just essentially break those walls. And if you just stop, pause, and look around, if that makes sense. And so essentially, if I want to achieve something, if I want to what's it called, do something, I need to look at the bigger picture. I need to look around. I need to stop, like pause, be more present, be mindful. Yeah, I need to incorporate some mindfulness practice into my life and look at the bigger picture. There is a lot more to this life than I think what we currently believe there is to be. Yeah, I think there's a lot more, but people don't see more because, again, they have a very objective path in life. They're just like, I need to get this job, I need to retire at the age of 60, and they don't see what other fruits life has. They don't stop for a second and be like, there's something else I could possibly do with my life. Right now I'm heading towards hitting 60, 80 years old, and then I'll retire, and then I'll have my wife, and I'll have my kids and my grandkids, and I'll just chill out, and then I'll get this boat, and then I'll sit on the boat and like go on like boat trips, and I'll go fishing from a few times. I think I'd be happy. I think I would. How about I stop for a second and think, how could I? Is there any other life path I could take where I would be happy before I hit 60? Where I could start being happy now and be happy for the next 40 years until I'm 60 and be happy beyond that? Is that possible? Yes. Why not? People be like, oh, society restricts you and forces you to go to school and forces you to work these jobs that'll get paid by the hour. And like, yes, it does somewhat, but it doesn't completely restrict you. You're not held at gunpoint to do such a thing. It's just everyone keeps telling you this is what's happened, this is what's supposed to happen, and so you listen to them. You think, oh, if everyone's doing it, then that's what I'm supposed to do. What makes me special to break out the matrix, as Andrew Taylor likes to say? What makes me different to do something different to everyone else and to still survive, succeed? So a lot of people want to be like, oh, I don't want to do it because I might not succeed. Sometimes you should just do it for the sake of just doing something different, to just see what life is like on a different side. Okay, you might just do it and just do it for fun. Okay, like, I guess you still need to make some kind of income, but like, and you still need to, I don't know, do something with your life which other people would find meaningful. But if you could get to a point where you didn't care what other people think, and you could find something that you found was purposeful, not what they would find as purposeful, then you could do so much more for this world. You could be like, oh, I'm gonna do this thing, and people be like, oh, why would you do that? You should become a doctor, because if you're a doctor, you can save people's lives. And then you'll be like, no, 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 I want to create a company where I sell plastic toy cars, and people be like, what the fuck? That's not helping anyone. Just don't do it. You could create that company. You could make profit. Out of that profit, you could build a hospital. You could fund some you could fund some medical equipment, which would help and save lives a lot more than you as a person, that single person could, because you're not limited to yourself. You're not limited to yourself or your capabilities. You still need to go to sleep at the end of the day. Okay, but you could buy some medical equipment that when you're sleeping, when you pass away, that medical equipment still has been funded and has been bought, is in that hospital, to help people and save people's lives. And so now you are helping a lot more people than you would if you would just be a doctor. Okay. Now I've thought so much about purpose and just general purpose. I feel like I should probably start thinking about my own purpose. Like currently in life, where am I and what do I want to do? So, if I think about it right now, I'm a university student. I am a first year university student. I'm studying engineering, specifically mechatronic engineering. I am going into my final term, from which then I have my summer break of like 6 weeks, and then I go into my second year. Right now, I'm contemplating whether or not I quit uni, for whether or not I drop out of uni. Not because it's too difficult. It is difficult, but I'm surviving. I'm succeeding somewhat, relatively okay. I'm doing relatively okay, and I think I could do this degree and I'd be alright after. But why should I do this degree? Do I have a passion for it? I feel like I used to, but I don't feel like I have a passion for it anymore. Or maybe I do have a passion for it, but because I'm in the actual degree studying, learning, it's not as enjoyable. And everyone keeps telling me stick it out, do the next, survive the next 2 years, just doing your assignments and stressing out and sacrificing your mental health, because then afterwards, then you can get a good high paying job. Afterwards, I'm going to be struggling to find a really good job. Okay, and I might find a job and then I might have to work through the ranks, like to get promoted before I get paid like an amount I'd be happy with, or at least I'd be like, okay, I guess, start a family with this amount of money that I'm getting annually. So let's just say I did follow this path. Let me just visualize the rest of this path and let me see if I'm happy with it. Okay. Now I'm in my current first year. I finished this first year. This term comes, I start studying for my exams. I finish my exams, and then I've got the summer break. Then after the summer break, don't really focus, don't forget about uni, whatever. Second year rolls around, like, uni. Do my second year, and then throughout the whole year, I'm struggling, I'm stressing. But then between halfway through the year, I look back on the year and be like, oh, that was quite quick. It wasn't as hard as I thought it was. In the moment, I felt it was so difficult, but now it's not that hard. And then I'll suffer for the next half year and then be like, oh, that year wasn't too bad, even though the whole year I was suffering. And I'll go through my third year, and I will probably, I think you specialize a bit more on something, and then I'll specialize more on something. And I think I start my dissertation in my third year, I think. So I'll do my dissertation. I'll write so many words about a topic I give not one care about. Okay, I have so much time that is limited on this earth, and I'm putting it into this dissertation which I don't really care about, or like all I care about this engineering thing and how it like affects electric cars. I don't Electric cars are kind of cool. I don't care that much though. I truly don't. Okay, and let's just say I do it. I finish my degree. Then afterwards, I'm now a postgraduate, and now I have to look for jobs. Let's just say there's a company that's hiring. I apply, they take me on. I work as an engineer. I don't know what the job of, I don't know what engineers do. I feel like a lot of people don't know. If you think about it right now, what do you think an engineer does? Works on cars. I feel like it must be a bit more, but a bit more than that. I'm doing mechatronic engineering, so like I guess I'd like automate stuff. Would I just be sitting writing code? Would I be working on an actual robot? Like, see, the thing, I feel like everyone imagines that they'll actually be working on a robot. Do you? I don't know if that actually happens. I don't know enough about this career, but would I actually be working on a robot? I don't think so. And I think if I was, it would be like, I think there'd be a huge team working on one robot, but it's not like, oh, me and my friends are all working on this robot together, and like we're like bouncing calculations off each other, and we're like smiling, joking, laughing about like whether or not it like work, and joking like, oh, working together, it's like a good fun group project. Like, yeah, well, I can't wait for this robot to, like, I don't know, clean this entire room, hoover the whole carpet. Damn, it's my purpose. I don't think it'd be like that. I think I'll be in a huge team, and as part of that team, I'll sit there and I'll be behind a computer and I'll be writing some shit up as part of a team of about 20 people, where I'm gonna have some guy some 3, 4 that guys that I don't like, and like really close work best friend who I like, and I hang out with all the time. We have breaks together, and we talk about like how we both hate our wives. Just a joke for my future wife. I'm not gonna hate you. It was a genuine joke. But yeah, just like and like be like, do you wanna go? You've been watching the cricket game, bro, or like I hate like the housing crisis, man, and like well, I hate the current prime minister, and then he'd be like, yeah, he's crap, and then I'll carry on, and I'll go back into work next day. I'll probably wait until Friday. I'll probably get paid from that job, whatever amount, and then I'll with taxes and etc. I'll have money left over, and then I'll come back. I'll probably be tired from work, but I'll probably want to start. I probably want to have a great physique, at least at that point in my life. The thing is, I always say like I want a great physique, and then 3 years back, I'll be like, I wanted a great physique 3 years ago. I don't have that great physique. What happened? I don't know if I will have a great physique by then. But let's just say hypothetically, I do. I'll be balancing working like a certain number of hours, coming back tired. If I have kids, spending time with my wife, my kids. I also have to spend time with my friends from time to time. Maybe that might get sacrificed, and I don't spend as much time with either my friends or my family. And then I also go to the gym for like an hour, and I'll try and diet as much as possible. But my diet probably won't be that great, so like my gains will be good, but like it won't be anything special. Yeah, it might even not even be good. It might just be like I'm gaining a little bit of muscle every 4 weeks. But like because I've been doing it for so long, like I've got a decent amount of money muscle, so people think like, oh, he's working out, he's got a good diet and everything, but I really don't. See this, I could see I'm visualizing this whole thing, and it's just extremely negative, but it could also be very positive. It's just the way I'm seeing it. But why is it that when I first hypothesized what my future would be as an engineer and as continuing this university degree from someone who's currently not that enjoying university that well, is that it'll probably be negative. If it's currently negative, it could get better, but it's just going to get increasingly difficult. And if I'm not very passionate about it now, and I don't really care about it now, it's just going to get. I'm not. I'm just going to have more and more joy just sucked out of my life. That just makes more sense to me. If I was very passionate about this, see, the thing is, in life, you will always struggle. Everyone struggles in life, but you have to pick your struggle. Only when you pick your struggle and you pick a struggle you are happy with, and you find it purposeful to struggle in that certain thing, only then you find enjoyment and happiness out of something. You find like I don't even remember the word that I was trying to find before. Existential? No. Um, extrinsic, intrinsic. I don't know. I thought I had it. I didn't. Anyways, only then will you find joy and like happiness and something. Let's think back on your life. What did you enjoy? Like you probably enjoyed some kind of game, some video game, some kind of game in your life. The reason you enjoyed it was because you picked that game, you played it, and because of the concept of the difficulty and how it was quite like you felt like, oh, if I keep playing, I'll get slightly better, and then I'll win that round, and then oh yes, happy. I'm very happy. I feel that dopamine rush of me winning that level and completing it, getting all 3 stars or whatever, or getting a certain number of kills. I'm gonna play another game, play another game, and oh, I'm getting more and more kills. I'm getting more and more adapted and like good using a certain kind of skill or weapon, and that's why I'm enjoying this game. Now in life, studying or becoming an engineer is its own game, where like hard mathematical problem. I'm gonna do some learning on YouTube and a textbook and ask like my university professor and talk to him and be like, yo, help me, and then he'll tell me this, and then I'll try it again, and then I'll do it, and then I've succeeded. Now, oh yes, I complete that hard mathematical question. That's its own dopamine rush. That's its own struggle. But when I get finish that question, do I think I will have some kind of joy, like, oh yes, I've done it? But will I want to keep struggling? Will I want to keep struggling with a I'm still going to say mathematical. Struggling with a math question, learn how to solve it, struggle, solve it, struggle, solve it, struggle, solve it, struggle, solve it. Will I want to do that for the rest of my life? Probably not. Math is okay. I somewhat enjoy the subject. But do I want to, like I said, struggle, solve it for the rest of my life? And have increasingly harder math questions and just get smarter and smarter and be able to solve it, and then at the end of like at the end of 30 years be like, oh yeah, this really hard engineering problem with so much math in it, yeah, I can solve that. Would I look back at myself and be like, yes, I'm proud of myself because now because of that we've been able to create like some kind of aircraft engine? No, I don't care about aircraft engine. Yeah, I don't. Like, let's just say we create like a rocket that goes to Mars, and like on Mars, and we can like, what's that word? Like, habit habilitate Mars, like start living on Mars. That would be cool. And I could tell people, I could flex, yo, I helped build the rocket that like got us to Mars. But up until I built that rocket, would I have enjoyed myself? Would I have found happiness? No, because I just have been struggling on something I didn't really care about until I eventually created something which I did somewhat care about, and I'd be happy about it. And then I'd be like, okay, now I have nothing again. Now I have to struggle again on something that I'm not enjoying. I won't enjoy myself like 5 years, 6 years on some project, and then I'll finish that project and I'll be like, yes, I have now created a second rocket, which is more efficient than the first one to go to Mars. And then I'll also probably feel quite minute, I like an insignificant part of a team, because there might be a team of 30 and I'll be like one of them, and I'll just be helping with some calculation. Obviously, I'm still involved in the process, and they might not have been able to do it without me. There's also a chance that they could have hired someone else that could have done it, and I could have done something else, something I would have enjoyed a bit more. So I'd rather do that. See, right now, I already talked about this on this YouTube channel, but I've only made one video, so it makes sense. But I am currently very, very conflicted on whether or not I continue studying in university or if I drop out and become an entrepreneur. This is kind of entrepreneurial, this YouTube channel, and continue trying to be an entrepreneur and make something out of myself that way. And from what I just thought about, I did do this university degree. I don't think I'd be happy. And let's just say, and see the thing, let me see what is holding me to this degree. I have made friends in university. More other friends who I have outside of university, most of them will go to university. So if I'm in university, I can relate with them. We can all go to university. But then they will struggle. They won't be that happy either. Let's just say they're okay with it. They are willing to accept that they won't be happy with it, but they'll have some kind of career afterwards that might pay quite well. Yeah, potentially might not, and whether or not they may or may not be happy. They might. Some of them, I know. I have a friend who has accepted he will probably not be happy, and he's okay with it. So do I now continue this degree and not be happy alongside him, or do I now become successful outside of uni and show him that he doesn't have to live unhappily, and he can still be successful and still provide and still have money and still provide money for his family or his future family or whatever he needs his money for, and he can be happy. I could be the innovator. I could be the one that shows people, shows my friends, shows my family, shows people close to me that they don't have to live lives which they've deemed unpurposeful. I don't know if it's unpurposeful, but just they don't find redeeming. I could be that person. So let's just say I did drop out of uni and what would I do? I'd make these YouTube videos. I think what I would do, I think what I would probably enjoy is I was to drop out of uni. The thing is, I could drop out right now. I'm not going to my third term, or I could finish the third term. And out of somewhat fear, and again, I'm not some perfect person. I still have some fears. I still want some people to be somewhat happy with what I'm doing in my life, to appease. I don't know if appease means to make happy, but to appease, I'm pretty sure it is, my parents and like some of the people I know and myself for like suffering and firming the last 2 terms of university, the last like 6 months of studying. I'm going to do another 3 months. I'm going to do another term. I'm going to finish it. I'm going to finish first year. See, if I was very 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 confident, I would just drop out right now. But even then, I just don't want them to see that I just dropped out, because at least if I finished my first year, there's a chance I could go back. If I tried for 4 or 5 years this entrepreneurship and it just did not work whatsoever, and it shouldn't, and if I work for 5 years and I try really hard, I put my best into it, there's no reason for it not to work. But let's just say on that 0.0001% that it doesn't work, then I could go back to uni, and at least I would have the first year finished out of the way, and I wouldn't study a whole other year, study again the first year, and just be like, I already know half this stuff. Technically I've done this first year. Why am I doing it again? Just because I missed like the last 2 months. So I'm gonna firm it out this next 3 months. Okay, I'm gonna finish this first year, and then I have the summer break. And then over that summer break, I'm going to try and work as hard as I can on this YouTube channel to provide to help people, and to like create like some kind of community on this YouTube channel of people that are trying to better themselves on life and self improvement, and become the best version of myself, a person that I would feel proud of. I'm somewhat proud of myself now, but I could be so much more prouder of myself. I could be so much better. But at the same time, you should obviously also be grateful for how much better you already have uh, become in your journey. Because, like, I'm still a much better person than I was a year ago. So I'm still grateful for the progress I've made so far. But obviously, there's so much more progress I can make. So yeah, what was I gonna say? I need to stop going these tangents. I completely forgot what I'm saying. Um, yeah. So I'm going to firm it out for the next few months. Oh yeah, and then spend the whole summer trying my entrepreneurship to the most extreme I can, making as many YouTube videos as I can, whatever I think would fulfill my purpose and could potentially in the future reap me some kind of benefit in terms of money, most likely money, because I still need money to provide and help my family, and to just help, to just fund my own, I don't know, fund this YouTube channel, for example, and to sustain myself, just food and etc. I need to carry on making as many YouTube videos as I can, but not in terms of just quantity, quality. I want to I want to think, I want to put loads and loads of hours and learning into these YouTube videos. I want to read books on a daily basis and synthesize from the Hamza video, which from the first video I made is about that Hamza video. The synthesizing thing is about from that Hamza video. Synthesize all my knowledge and just provide it to you in a way that you find my chair is creaking, in a way that you find what's it called, more enjoyable, I guess. I guess you could learn in so many different ways. You'd rather learn from someone you like than to learn from someone you don't, or in a way that you don't, like reading or this or that. That's the point of these videos, because people like to watch, to learn, they like to watch videos. They would prefer to watch videos, and that's the point of this. But if you would prefer reading, then you obviously have those books. But you could also watch my video, and I could tell you read these books, and you could learn the same thing I learned just from these books, and then you go and read these books. So potentially this summer, I want to read a lot. I want to learn a lot. I want to make a lot of videos. I want to make a lot of videos specifically about life improvement, self improvement, for others and for myself, because I want to document my own journey, holding myself accountable, so I can become a better version of myself, and you guys can become a better version of yourself. And then we both become better versions of ourselves, the best versions of ourselves. And then I can help my close circle, my friends and my family, and show them that they can be happy living a certain life with a certain career path, which is out of the norm, out of the matrix. Not a degree and this and that. They could choose something else and still make a living off of it. And you guys could do the same, and you could show the people in your circle and in other circles, and then suddenly people aren't as depressed, as alone in their life, because suddenly people are trying their best not to be depressed. Sounds dumb, but if everyone tried their very hardest to not be depressed, to not live in what they would consider mediocrity and what I would consider mediocrity, they would live happier, more fulfilling lives. And everyone around them would suddenly start living happier, more fulfilling lives. If you don't care about yourself, fair enough. But if you care about the people around yourself, then the only way for you to care about others is for you to first care about yourself. You know how the whole thing, if you want to love someone else, you have to first learn to love yourself. In the same way, if you hate yourself, but you love your friend, or you love your mom, you're gonna have to learn to stop. You're gonna have to try really hard to stop hating yourself, and to start being a person which you find more redeeming than your previous self. And like, you need to become the better version of yourself. And from that, from you being that, you will help your mom, for example, who you care about, to also become better. Because she has a son that she doesn't have to be like, oh, my son's depressed, my son hates himself, I have failed as a mother. My son is the best version of himself. My son is amazing. Okay, I find my son remarkable. I must have done such a good job as a mother, and now I feel that despite me living this dead end job, this dead ass job, and not always being there for my son, he has still become such a great person. So maybe I did succeed as a mother, and now I feel happy about myself. And now suddenly, your mum, who you probably care about, if you don't care about her, then someone else. And if you don't care about anyone, you should at least try. You should at least care for yourself. You don't care about yourself. You don't care about anyone. That's a lie. That is a dead ass lie. If you really truly believe that, you need to go outside right now. No, actually, no, I should not do this because then someone might do it and then I'm fucked. If you give not a. Don't know if I should do this. Okay, just no, don't do this. But if you know and if you completely believe you do not give a shit about a single human life, and including your own, okay, just tell yourself, be dead honest with yourself right now. Could you go outside and could you kill everyone? Could you kill a dog, a cat, a child, baby? See, there's some sicko. Actually, if you're watching this video, you're likely not to be that sicko. You watching this video is proof that you want to improve yourself, because this channel is about self-improvement. You watching this means you care about yourself to some degree, or you might just watch it to loathe this video, to loathe me for trying to become a better version. You might just watch it but to get to this far in the video, you must have considered something that I said. You must have cared about something, because you would have just skipped through the video and be like, oh, I don't care about it. So I can somewhat guarantee that you watching this right now would not would want to help either yourself or someone around you or someone in the world. You would at least have this much of an inkling to do that thing. If you have that much of an inkling, then you would benefit from trying to work on yourself. You would find it somewhat purposeful to work on yourself and to be that person, be a better person. So you can be a better person for them and for them to be a better person. So yeah, what was my point from this? Yeah, I don't know where I was going, but anyways, see, you guys watching this must hate it because I'm just going all along on these long ass like tangents and this like whole story, and just before I get to the end, like before I get to the punchline, I just be like, oh, I forgot. I just start a whole new story, and he's like, oh, fuck's sake, man! If you just carried on talk for another 10 seconds, I would have got this amazing, like, what's bloody, um, phenomenon, some life-changing phenomenon would have occurred in your brain, and you would have been like, "Oh my God, I see it now. I understand." But I just was just like, "Oh, I forgot." It's okay. I'm sorry. I'll work on it. Keep making these videos. I keep becoming better at speaking, at thinking, and just speaking out loud, just straight from my brain, and just making. This is pretty much an hour-long video, just straight chatting. Okay. If I just keep doing this, I should become better at it. It only makes sense. And then you will have to suffer as many of those. But yeah, see, despite me saying this, I might talk to someone and they might say something and they'll completely sway me, and I'll be like, shit, man, I should carry on studying. But I don't want to carry on studying. I don't find that purposeful. I don't think I'd enjoy it. I'm, as a human and as a Muslim, the only way for me to help as many people and to be the best version of myself, to be happy with myself. If I hate myself, if I loathe myself, how am I supposed to help anyone? How am I supposed to help a single other person if I can't even help myself? Boom, that's a line. Probably there's so many famous people that might have said that, but it doesn't matter. I'm now one of those famous people. How can I help someone else if I can't help myself? If you can help yourself, you can help others. Cool. Beautiful. Write that on like someone's forehead and like tell them to go out in public so that people read it off their forehead and be like, damn, that's deep. But why have they written quote on their forehead? Sorry, I don't know why I went that. I don't know why I started talking about that. But yeah. This is a nice. I enjoyed this. This is good. I need to do this again. This is called introspection, by the way, I think. I don't know if I heard this off someone's YouTube channel or something, but I kept thinking like introspection, retrospection. What is this thing? It might be retrospection actually. But what is this thing where you think about your own thoughts and life and try and learn from them? And I think I googled introspection because like could be that, and it said something along those lines. So this introspection shit is very very resourceful. If that makes sense. You learn a lot from it. It's good. It's good. You should do it. Yeah. If you're watching this video and you've got to this point, fucking cheers to you. I guess I don't know how you survived 1 hour of my waffle, but now for you to start your own 1 hour of waffle. Because I'm pretty sure it's coming up to an hour, and if it's coming up to an hour, you should now be starting your own introspection for an hour. And let's just say hypothetically you can't because you now have a responsibility to get to. Right? You need to go downstairs and eat, or you need to go do this, or you need to go do that. You have homework. Fair enough. But within the next 24 hours, you'll probably have some hour free. And if not, that's in your week. I do not believe you have not one opportunity for a whole hour to sit through something. I mean, to sit there for an hour and do something. And the thing is, people have such short attention span these days. They find it extremely difficult to just sit and think and talk to themselves. But if the just like, I'm pretty sure there's a study out there that the most successful people are people that can talk to themselves. The most successful people out there, the richest men in the world, they have some kind of introspection. They have some kind of reflection, self-reflection on their own life, career, something, and that is why they worked on themselves and became better, either in their business, either in their own personal life, or something. But that's how they became the most successful. A lot of the most successful people out there, they write. Should I angle this downwards? Actually, it's too late now. But they write about in like they journal. Yeah, that's what they journal every day. Successful people journal. The reason they journal is they self-reflect. You should. I should start preaching journaling. That way, I start preaching. That way, I'm preaching retrospection and self-reflection and what I just did. But like, obviously, in just like a journal in the morning, or like at the end of the week or something, you just journal on that thing. I'm gonna start preaching that. But anyways, apart from that, this hour is nearly finishing, and once it's finished, I can't lie, I'm really hungry. I'm fasting, so like it's coming up to like I have like half an hour left until I need to eat, and I really want to eat. So like my hunger's hit, like I'm tired, like my head hurts, and I'm warm. I am wearing a coat indoors, so it does kind of make sense. But I'm really hungry, so uh, apologize if I don't have as much energy. But if I was to make this probably outside of Ramadan, I probably would have gone on for 2 or 3 hours. Because I would have been able to drink of water, my throat would be so dry, and I would be tired and have a headache, and the alarm has gone off. So I have done my hour of retrospection on my self-reflection. But yeah, I think that's definitely helped me, or maybe has cleared up whether or not I stay in uni, whether or not I drop out and literally do YouTube full time. Most people, they have somewhat of a following, and they have like a certain number of videos before they drop out, and or they quit their job to start pursuing something full time. And that might be a better option for me, I don't know. But I think if I finish this year, I could potentially give myself a whole year to learn every day, as much as I can learn every day, work out every day, diet every day, as much as I can, and document it, film it, make videos about it. And I'm pretty sure at the end of that year, I should at least have some kind of success, even a little bit, enough. I could be like, this was worth it. This was a lot more redeeming than this year at university, which would have helped me to get a degree. Here I've helped people become better. My mum is calling me. Anyways, what was I saying? Stick my face. Anyways, yeah. I think I am 80%, 90% certain, sure, that I may as well drop out probably at the end of this year, so in the next few months, and just work as hard as I can on learning on YouTube and be as successful as I can. And the thing is, I'm making this video, I might look back on this video in a year, 2 years, and I have 3 million subscribers making 10 million a day, and I'll be like, damn, I made a very smart decision back then. And in the same way, I could look back in like 5 years and be like, damn, I wish I listened, because I have 20 subscribers to my name. No one cares. I have not helped a single person. I've not even helped myself. But in another timeline, in 5 years, I could be an engineering student. I finished. I did a PhD. I'm now looking for a job, and I'm struggling, or I do find a job, and I'm getting paid a wage which isn't as much as I would have hoped, and I would have been like, damn. I'm still either anorexic or I'm fat as fuck. I am not happy. My friends are doing X, Y, and Z in a different city in their own towns. I speak to 1 or 2 friends, whereas before, the reason I stayed in uni was so I could hang out with them and I could chill out with them all the time. But now they're gone, and I feel like I just made a stupid decision. That could happen. And also, and I'd be like, I should have stayed. And then there's the version of myself where I only have 20 subscribers, 10 subscribers. I'm like, what was the point? It's that's just extremely unlikely. If I was to try every day, if I didn't have a plan B, if my plan A was I have to succeed, or I won't make anything of myself, if that is my plan A, I must do it because I have no plan B. If I just sit around and just do jack all day, within 1 or 2 days I'll be like, what am I doing? I need to do better, and I'll instantly jump back onto plan A. But if I have a plan B, if I have a plan C, I'll just be like, oh, I have plan B, C, D. But I only have a plan A, so it doesn't make sense that I would hit only 20 subscribers or 100 subscribers. I should achieve so much more, because I'm looking at myself and I'm thinking, I need to be successful, or that's it. I haven't achieved my purpose. I haven't made anything of myself. I haven't got anything to show for my hard work. So I need to work 4 times as hard. I need to reach out to as many people as I can, so then I can make something of myself. And that person does not have 20 subscribers. The person that thinks like that, has that mindset and works on that daily, and has that mindset on a daily basis, they do not have that in 5 years' time. People always ask you, where do you see yourself in 5 years? What you should ask yourself is what you want to see yourself in 5 years. The person I want to see in 5 years is someone who is helping people, who's making a difference in the world, who is making money effortlessly because they're just doing something they enjoy, and they're helping people, and they're making themselves and other people better just doing that. That version of myself, I need to become that version of myself now. I need to identify as that person. I don't need to. I need to. That needs to be my identity, and that will be my identity now. That will be my identity from now on. And so, yeah, I probably won't carry on this degree. Some people might want to continue the degree and they might find it purposeful, and because of this X, Y, and Z. And everyone has a different lifestyle, just because a life path, a different past. Okay, if you watch this video and you still think, you might think like, oh, I should drop out. You live a different life to me. But if you don't feel like you'll enjoy it, if you are resonating with anything I'm saying here, then you should definitely highly consider doing something else. But you need to have a mindset. You need to have that successful mindset. If you don't have that mindset, you might just sit around all day and you might regret it. So I don't want people here to regret things, but you'd rather risk failure and make something huge of yourself than to regret not taking the risk and just living happily for the rest of how many years you have left. So yeah. I seem deeply inspirational and like wise right now. I probably do. I'm literally just speaking out loud. Ah, I'm sleepy. I'm an EP boy. But I've seen so many cat memes where they say like I'm so EP, like you so EP. It's sleepy, but like they take out the SL because it's like cute, and they're like, he's so EP, such an EP boy, and it's like a like a kitten falling asleep. So cute. This is not to do with self improvement at all. And I've gone past an hour. I'm just going on and on. And this, I was supposed to end this video like 10 minutes ago. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Anyways, I hope this video helped in your in like how you want to live your life, I guess. And I hope it has helped you to find your purpose. And if it hasn't, I hope the next hour of just empty darkness that you will be looking at will help you to find that what you're looking for. So yeah. Good luck to you. I hope you find it helpful. I think I should probably go downstairs right now because my mom is getting kind of upset that I'm not coming down after I said I'd be down 1 hour ago. Also need to change my clothes, and like people are coming over. But yeah, that is besides the point. Yeah. Good luck. I hope you enjoy it, and thank you. This might sound dumb, but this YouTube channel, you viewing this video, has given me the opportunity to reflect on what my future could be and to realize that that is not what I want to do, and I would prefer to live this entrepreneurial lifestyle where I create YouTube videos and try and help people. So thank you for giving me the opportunity. I am extremely grateful. But yeah, good luck to you. I hope you have a nice day. Comment how you feel about this video and just comment how your life's going. I like to talk to you guys and see how you're doing, and hopefully this helped. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the next hour, or whenever you did that 1 hour self-reflection, introspection. But I hope it is within 24 hours. Hope you enjoy it. I hope you find it helpful. And yeah, I should probably end this video quite soon, like right now. And yeah, enjoy yourself, and I will see you. Oh my god, I had my monitor off this whole time. I had no idea what it looked like. When I was thinking and I was down here, I was still in shot. And then when I was like this and I was looking at the wall. Oh, I wore glasses the whole time, so you couldn't even see my eyes. Oh my god, the whole time you could not see my eyes. I hope when I was looking this way you could at least see my eyes. Ah. I need to get like some kind of ring light or something, or some kind of better lighting, so then you don't have to deal with the fucking blinds glaring on my glasses. Okay, I'll have to do that at some point. But anyways, I need a haircut badly. Oh, that's getting kind of curly. 1 hour 20 minutes. This is nearly become a 2 hour video. So this is with the hour block is gonna become a 2 hours and 20 minutes. My second video on my YouTube channel is gonna be 2 hours and 20 minutes long. Mental. Mental. Anyways, I'm gonna end it now. I'm gonna go downstairs and then I'll edit this video hopefully soon and post it quite soon. And then you'll have this video to use. My monitor turned off. No. I thought my computer shut down on this. I would have lost this recording. I stress. If this video just didn't record, I would have cried. Imagine, oh my god, a whole 1 hour 20 minutes. I would have to redo the whole. Oh no, I could not handle it. No. Anyways, I'm gonna end it now. I'll add the 1 hour block and then I'm gonna go downstairs. Good luck in starting now with your self reflection. See ya.